Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, welcome to Drippin. Today we're going to react to the Whatever podcast. It's probably the #1 dating podcast on the internet at the moment. It's hosted by a very brilliant Brian Atlas. He has two guests with him today, the famous Andrew Wilson. He's the host of The Crucible. It's a #1 debating podcast. This guy is a black belt, undisputed debater on the internet. He's absolutely amazing. We've also got Jake Rattlesnake. He's from Australia. He's a very prolific YouTube creator, and he's one of those kind of guys where if he talks, shut up and listen. So with that being said, let's jump in. Okay, I'd like to say that I love the Russian people. Despite what other nations think about the Russian people, I love Russian people. I've had quite a lot of contact with Russian people, and it's been great. As a matter of fact, one of my best names, one of my most revered names is a Russian name, Svetlana. Svetlana. It just rolls off the tongue and conjures for me images of a really cultured, feminine, beautiful, strong woman. Sveta. But that was until I saw this one. And she has sullied the once glorious name, Svetlana, from my mouth forever. I don't think I could ever taste another Svetlana again. But with that aside, I'd like to shine a light into the mind of some of the society's subjects and show what red flags to avoid. Firstly, notice the tattoos. This is a sign. No. This is a red flag shoved deep into your mouth, into your gullet. This is a major and damn near factual display that a person has very poor impulse control problems. And what are these tattoos of? Well, I'll play the video and let you see. But another thing I'd like to bring to your attention is notice the pretty lovely young thing in the corner, the right-hand corner, with the sheet or carpet. She looks so clean, wholesome. She's educated, college educated. But I'll tell you, guys, do not judge a book by its cover.
An occupation. Go ahead.
Hey guys, my name is Sveta, but you can call me by my whore name, Sasha. It's gonna be easier for you. So I'm 36 after tomorrow. I'm Russian, and my occupation is...
Okay. Look at those eyes. Do you mean to tell me that if you were in a relationship with this woman and she was upset with you, that she wouldn't hesitate for a second to introduce your gullet to cold, sharp steel? And what is this obsession with bloody gullets, Sasha? Stop. So, here our lovely Sasha proudly goes into detail about the type of material she creates. And watch how the other girls laugh.
Rebel.
On your Twitter, it indicates that you...
Tell me.
You got something down there? Okay.
What do you think?
On your Twitter, it indicates that you describe yourself as, or well, it says the adventure of a Russian in downtown Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Your username on some platforms is pansexual fuck toy. That's interesting. You also do you go by Mommy Mercy?
Yeah.
And you're a Russian living in LA, and you also describe yourself as a quote unquote boss lady.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at the girl in the corner.
And how did you said your profession is?
You didn't say professional, you said occupation.
Occupation. Okay.
Occupation.
And you said you're 26?
I'm 36.
Oh, 36. Excuse me.
Thank you so much.
What did you say your occupation was?
Proper grown, mature woman
Rebel?
behaving like this.
Rebel. Yeah, but what is my occupation? The way I'm making money?
Yeah.
Yeah? Then just God send me money.
God sends you money?
Yeah.
So there's like...
Because I seriously don't know how I survive. Like, I don't have work. We don't... Onlyfans is not work.
Oh, so you're on OnlyFans?
Of course, I'm
Do you
porn
make-
star.
Do you make money from that?
I'm a porn star.
Yeah, I know, but do you make money from that?
Just a little.
Like, how much is a little?
7K a month.
7,000 a month.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, so then that's how you get your money, right?
7K a month
That
is
is not the money.
just
You
a
just
little.
go on gasoline every day, and that's it. It's not money that you can.
You go through $7,000 worth of gas per month.
Yeah, I drive a lot. I like to drive. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you far, guys. Come on.
It comes from God. Fills up your gas tank. 7,000 a month in gas. Does the presidential convoy need $7,000 a month in gas?
No, okay, gas, etc. Etc. Etc.
Okay, so I'm just going to say £7,000 a month is like what, 84,000 a month, a year, which puts her, I would say, in the top 10, but it's not enough money. Okay, let's have a little listen to what she has to say and the things that she's going through and why she thinks and does what she does.
Let's get to Sasha. Russian in LA, boss lady.
Yeah, here I am.
Pansexual fuck toy is your username on. You said porn saved you from drugs but killed your soul.
Yeah.
So you used to do substances.
Yeah.
Okay. You said corn is rotten, and you just took a decision to leave it a couple days ago, a week, 10 days ago, was it?
Yeah, there's.
Okay.
You stopped.
You can see on Twitter, yeah.
You stopped?
I quit.
Like traditional corn or like OF stuff too? Or are you going to keep doing OF?
Solo OF, I keep.
You'll keep doing the solo stuff, but you did.
I quit mainstream
So
porn.
she didn't quit.
How many
I quit shooting for the
how many?
productions.
Yeah, how many scenes did you do?
Over 100.
Over 100. What's have you ever done like two guys?
I did many gangbangs.
Many
No.
gangbangs.
Of course. I'm a specialized on.
You're a specialist. She's a gangbang specialist. Okay.
No. There's different niche, but that one
Yeah.
also.
How many gangbangs did you partake in?
I don't know. When you work in Prague, you're not counting. You don't count. Like,
Do you think more than 50? More than
gangbang? No.
20, 30?
Maybe 20.
20. What's the biggest?
Amount of the dudes?
Yeah, the most amount of.
It never was too much. Was max maybe 7.
Not too much.
Yeah, not too much.
Not too much. Like, like just a little
Reasonable.
reasonable.
Serious.
It's an average Wednesday.
No, 20. It's like it's sorry. 20 dudes. That
Wait, there was a 20.
Never.
No, never
That
20.
can be fun. Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Did you ever see yourself going as high as 8 one day?
Sorry.
Did you ever see yourself going as high as 8 one day? From 7?
I quit porn.
Yeah, I know. That's not what I'm asking.
too,
When,
when she's
when you did,
stupid.
did you ever think you would build yourself up to 8?
But you don't care. That doesn't matter. During the gangbang, doesn't matter. You can bring one more dude. Doesn't matter because all your hole should be always filled with something.
Oi.
So it doesn't matter.
Oh my
They
God.
can change like one, then another. The director just always screening like all the hole should be always filled. Oh,
come on.
No. And
Oh,
it doesn't
why are you
matter how
saying
many
this?
dudes
Why are
is
you coming
around.
out
Even if it's
saying
only
this?
3 dudes, your hole's gonna be always be filled. You
The
know?
whole, the
Holes?
what?
Wait,
Holes?
I just-
Holes, yeah, mouse, pussy, ass,
come
all
on.
the holes.
Double, wait, have you ever had double?
My niche is double anal penetration.
Is that why you have the tattoo that says ass slut?
Oh, this
Anal
individual.
slut.
Anal
himself.
slut is the tattoo.
And you know what?
Get it right, Andrew.
You can't help this person.
What was I thinking?
Do you have any other cool tattoos?
Yeah, next to my butthole, it say insert here.
Original. God, I don't think that you can help this person at this point. I think she's so used to, she's so in need of attention and validation that she'll do whatever, she'll say whatever, just as long as the attention's on her. And this kind of damage to your psyche, I don't think that it can be helped. There's nothing that somebody could actually provide for you to help you. Oh, this is terrible. Okay, what else has she got to say?
It's like for the coins, it's like insert here. Like on the Coca-Cola machine before
Stop
you.
it. Stop it.
Super Ultra DGen 9000.
Fucking DJ. Oh my God.
What
The
the?
direction for these dumb guys,
Did you have a recent conversion to Christianity?
Okay,
Of
here we
course.
go.
Of course you did.
Okay.
Okay, so
So we know about this girl, this Nala girl. She was an Onlyfans, and one of the top earners in the world. Actually, she earned millions from her OnlyFans, and when she conveniently earned enough money, she decided to turn to God. Didn't give any of that money back, didn't offer it up to any charities or any causes. She's just stopped OnlyFans now and has turned to God, and she's going around from podcast to podcast saying about how the light of God touched her and how it made her change her ways and how much of a magnificent person she is and how I shouldn't be held accountable for my previous actions because now I'm with the Lord. Get off me. So this has been like a grift that a lot of girls have been doing. It's like a fad because I'm sure, as you know, it's quite rare that a lot of women have an independent thought. They're more hive-minded. That's a good thing in some cases, but with the cases like styles and trends, they kind of tend to do what's trendy, what the masses are doing. So here we have another one who's turned to the grace of God to save her from her debauchery. But has she turned to the grace of God?
I'm
How-
not Christianity. No.
No, what-
Because I believed on God. I find out the God in my life.
Yeah.
Of course, it happens in this.
So did you have a recent conversion, spiritual conversion?
Yeah, of course, it happens in the same hour.
The same hour you quit?
Yeah, I was. Yes,
Yeah.
it was like that. And I draw on the mirror Star of the David, and I just look so deep inside, and I was like, oh yeah, of course, quit porn. And the answer was just like God touched me.
Into the mic. Into the
That's
mic.
how I felt.
Into the mic. Into the mic.
Like a God touched me. This second.
Spiritual awakening.
Yes, it was exactly like that.
How come God didn't tell you to quit OnlyFans too?
Oh, I hope I will soon. I'm a porn producer as well. Of course, I'm gonna keep selling porn.
Okay,
Come
so
on.
I've quit
I
porn
have
and now
my
I'm going
production.
to produce porn.
So then what was the
It's
revelation?
just about that. I don't want-
So wait, hang on. So your revelation from God was stop allowing men to have sex with you, but continue to allow
Stop.
other women to allow.
I don't really
hang on.
care about
Let me
anyone,
ask the
bro.
question.
Cook her, Andrew.
Okay,
But
so-
allow
sorry.
other men to have sex with other women, putting them in the exact same situation you were in, and you're going to continue to distribute that.
Okay, bro, I don't really care about others.
Yeah,
What?
I know you don't really care about others, but I would like an answer to my question. Here's my question again. Listen to what I'm asking. So it's okay for you, God told you, stop it. Stop doing that. Stop letting these men exploit you.
It wasn't like that. No, he just gave me the idea. How
Okay,
to
so he
become
gave you the
happy.
idea, right? So why would you then go on to be a distributor of pornography, putting other women in the exact same position that you found yourself in when
Logical
you were about
question.
to off yourself?
Okay. Where's the question?
That's the question. Why would you continue to do that knowing that you're putting other women in the exact same situation that makes them want to off themselves that you were in?
I'm giving you the answer because I don't care about other women.
Wow.
You only care about...
Wow. Okay, there it is. You can't say it any more clearer than that. Obviously, this woman, and you can tell actually, you look at her eyes, look at her whole body language, look at what she's tattooed in, look at what she does for a living, and look at how she talks, as if this woman has got any possibility of caring for another individual in this whole entire world. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You can't help this woman. You can't. If you like what you're seeing and you enjoy watching the content and watching what's on the minds of these individuals, learning and looking through the magnifying glass of people in society, go ahead, please like, comment and subscribe. I'll be having a reaction video to podcast once a week along with other podcasts. Please go ahead and comment underneath if you don't like what I'm doing. If you have any points of contention with what I'm doing, please write it in the comments below and I'll be sure to answer you. We're going to move on to another girl now by the name of Angel. Obviously not her given name and definitely not an angel.
To me about psychology. You could talk to me about any.
Intellectual topics, yeah.
Thank you.
You're a psych student, correct?
Yeah, I am.
Uh,
Also mentally ill. Severely.
wait, hold on. You're severely
Actually, I
mentally
mean, that
ill.
tracks.
Yeah, I know. All
tracks.
the crazy girls, no offense, all the crazy girls go for psychology. There's no in between.
Yeah.
That is true. How are you severely mentally ill?
I got a list. I got the
Yeah,
whole
give us the list.
DSM-5. All right, I got
Give us the list.
bipolar. I got BPD, severe anxiety. I got an eating disorder. What else?
Wait, there's more?
Yeah, there's more. Now I can't think.
You know what's funny? Is this a flex? Really? Is this a flex? All these mental illnesses that people are coming up with. It seems that like today we're living in this victim culture, you know? It used to be, mine's bigger than yours. My car's faster than yours. My girlfriend's hotter than yours. Oh. Now it's, oh, we weren't allowed out of the house after 6 o'clock. Oh, at least you had a house. I have severe debilitating mental illness and I'm really screwed up. Or it could even be something stupid like, I identify as an anorexic wildebeest, but nobody cares or talks to me in grunts. What? This girl's actually sitting there and thinking that this behaviour is cool, and everybody's egging her on, laughing at her, prompting her and pushing her to become more and more intoxicated with the intention that she starts lying.
Think of it. But I'm so messed up. I go to therapy and I'm medicated.
What medication do you take?
Right now it's only lamotrigine and Latuda, and I'm changing that.
I love lamotrigine.
I love it too, and I'm gonna
I'm
up
off
it.
the medication now.
Stop it. Get some help.
Seriously. So here they are, made up and flexing about the medication that they're on and how good it feels, and they're happy that they're on this medication. But let's just have a little quick look about the conditions that she's just laid out for us. This BPD, borderline personality disorder, and bipolar are extremely rare for a person to be diagnosed with them both. I mean, type 2 BPD is a little bit more common, but still very rare. But let's just be generous and assume that she's been professionally diagnosed and she has all of these mental illnesses. What are the common symptoms? Common for both are desires for self-deletion, intense emotions, and damn near uncontrollable impulses. Now remember that I said that. And let me bring to you the borderline personality disorder symptom of interest. Intense relationships with equally intense feelings. Remember I said that too.
I am getting help.
You're going
That's
to
true.
become the help.
You are getting help.
You're going to become the help.
When you're looking at career paths for psychology, what are you thinking of getting into?
I want to be a substance abuse counselor.
Substance abuse counselor.
Word.
Do you currently take any substances that are not prescribed by your psychiatrist?
Yeah.
Okay, so she's also a substance abuser. You know, I heard this saying once, that men play chess and women play drafts. This means that men have more of a proclivity to forward think, to strategize, to think about the future when making decisions and thinking. And women tend to think more in the moment. Obviously, nothing is a monolith, and there are exceptions, and a great many at that. But for the most part, it sounds like somebody hasn't given much forethought to their apparent confessions or the flex. Here we go.
Let's go to Angel here. You said that you destroyed your ex's Lambo for cheating on you with your best friend. What's the story there?
Okay.
I mean, I don't really know what to say about that. She was just a hoe, and I knew.
Another flex. Destroying a Lamborghini. Let's say it's about what? 300, 400, 200,000. And she's flexing about destroying it. And it's a boyfriend. Ex, rather.
Knew her, like her story too. I knew her I grew up with her, so I probably met her when I was 7, and I went to school with her the entire time. And then I started dating this guy, and that's the guy that I was with for 9 months, which there's another story behind that too. But I don't know. He was insane. Like, that's the guy who's in jail now.
So he had a Lambo and he went to jail. What was he doing for a crust?
Drug dealing.
Suspect as much.
That's not how he went to jail, though. But no, it was just a pathetic move on her part. I haven't spoken to her again. Actually, no. I spoke to her about a year ago now, and we ended up getting to a fist fight. Listen, I may look small, but I know how to fight. So I beat her ass. I curb stomped her.
Oh,
And
come on, man. Come on. Right, so let's just sum this up a little tiny bit to keep you in the loop of what's going on. This Onlyfans girl has been in a relationship with a guy that owns a Lamborghini. Now, let me tell you about people or men who own Lamborghinis. They do not take shit. No, sir. They have all the options in the world. I mean, come on, you must have seen those YouTube videos that went viral a few years back where a guy in a Lamborghini would pull up, he'd roll up on a girl who was even with her boyfriend and start chatting to her, and she'd pretty much leave her boyfriend and tell the guy with the Lamborghini, oh, we've had difficulties anyway, or, oh no, we're just friends. She would leave him and attempt to jump in the car or get in the car and drive away with the guy. So somebody who's got a Lamborghini has got many options. So imagine how many options he's got with a woman that's not even with her boyfriend at present or doesn't have a boyfriend. The guy's got options. A Lamborghini owner is the kind of guy that says put out or get out. And to add to this phenomenon even more, the guy's in his 20s and owns a Lamborghini. Now, I know we've all been 20 before. We know quite well how the body works. We know what kind of desires rule the roost when we're 20. We know how we're urged by our bodies to perform our natural biological imperative, which is to stick it in. So I'm sorry. You're with a guy with a Lamborghini, and you know what else? Did you know that criminal behaviour in women is repulsive to men? The admiration of criminal behaviour, like a great many other things, is not mirrored in the sexes. A lot of women love criminals. You know, the women that write letters to serial killers, gangster bitches, women gravitating towards the men who are more of a take charge, I don't take no crap, private justice. But the opposite is not true. We do not like criminal tendencies in women. It's disgusting. It makes us sick and it makes us not trust you. It's just so funny how lots of women are told by other women what men like. We don't like Botox. We don't like BBLs. We don't like chicken fillets. And we don't like criminal behaviour in women. So what's this girl saying now? She had this boyfriend who has a Lamborghini and her friend cheated with this guy. So she beat the guy, destroyed the car, and beat the girl. But not only beat the girl, she American History X curb stomped the girl. Okay, just to illustrate what that is you get somebody's mouth on the floor, make them bite the curb, and then you go about stomping on. It's despicable. It was in a film, American History X, a while ago. You can see it in graphic detail there. But what's going on? What's going on? Even if she did do this kind of thing, is she aware of the injuries, the extent of injuries that this can cause to a person, including probable death? Now, I know the court loathe to send the fairest sex to prison, but if she curb stomped a girl, she would be in prison. She would be under the prison hell. They would put her in the same cell as Diddy because she deserved it. Curb stomped. Curb stomped. It's a flex. She's lying. Get out of here. Damn.
I put her in the hospital.
What?
So
Wait, can you stand up and show us the curb stomp technique that you
no,
used?
I'm not standing up and doing that. Someone's gonna judge me.
Judge you?
They're going to judge you for that. That's the thing they're going to judge you for.
All you have to do is put their mouth on the curb and just stomp them.
Oh,
while
stop
wearing
it.
earphones.
So wait, you
Stop
did
it.
American History X style?
Yeah.
Okay.
man, she's actually saying that.
You put the teeth on the curb? You American History X?
Well, she can't talk after that.
No, you
That's
She
didn't.
true.
obviously can't do anything else with him.
That's
You're
true.
a fucking liar! You're a fucking liar!
So why are you not in jail?
Because I didn't do anything.
All right,
to
hey,
him.
close the balcony.
Friend was not trying to help her. The friend was filming.
Yeah, she's a bitch.
I'm just saying, like, if this is real, there would be public court records related to a
was on the
civil
news.
case.
You might see on the news.
Okay, what do we search?
I don't know. Angel Ryan kills.
Wait, you killed her?
Search for Angel Ryan.
Permanent
Curb stomps girl.
brain damage?
No.
So she's saying do a Google search of Angel Ryan, American History X, curb stomps a girl. Okay, let's have a go. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, she was fine.
Angel Ryan curb
Maybe
stomps.
don't show it on the screen because of my name.
Don't show it on the screen because of my name. Okay.
Well, isn't that your OnlyFans name?
Yeah. That's why I can't tell you my actual name.
Oh, well, you said Google Angel Ryan.
Yeah, because I couldn't say my actual name.
Oh, okay. All right.
Idiot. What? What kind of person asks you to do a Google search for a certain crime that she committed, asks you to type in a certain name to look for something, and then tells you that's the wrong name? What's Okay, let's go on.
All right, we're not gonna like reveal your real name or whatever, but okay, well, a little dubious, but anyway. So I guess moving on into the rest of the notes here.
It's Cap.
Yeah, I just curb stomped her, and it was really funny. Nothing on that.
You know what is this? What is this that I've noticed about this speech that modern girls have adopted lately? It's like this end of vocal range kind of speech. Like lazy. I don't know if it's supposed to be sexy. Like, yeah, I just curb stomped her and it's like really cool. What? Is it the medication? It's the medication. I'm sorry, my bad. Sorry, it's the medication that's making them talk like that. Sorry. Let's go on.
That was terrible, but nice try. Okay. You said dating topics you want to speak on. You said, oh boy, this girl. Okay, you said what's wrong with dating married men?
Oh, girl.
I just don't see a problem with it. Like if the man wants to do it and you do too.
Wait, hold on. Just to be clear. So nothing wrong with dating a married man, but you curb stomped a woman and destroyed a $300,000 car because of cheating? Yes. But also
There's nothing wrong with dating married
facilitating
men.
The cheating of a married man.
I'm a hypocrite.
Okay, I mean, she admits
I'm not gonna sit here and lie, but being a hypocrite is very.
Have you ever dated a married man?
No, but I would.
Going back to you, Angel, you
I've had a messed up life.
said, surely a high body count is desirable for most guys because you can give him the best gluck of his life.
This is the way she talks.
It's funny because I've never slept with anyone.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. There it is.
The lies are...
She drops the bomb. That's what I've been culminating all of this evidence for. She drops the bomb. So let me just sum this up and let me ask you to logically ascertain whether this person is a virgin, okay? Let's break this down. She has a high-class Lamborghini driving boyfriend. She American history X'd a girl for cheating with him. She indulges in cocaine and other substances. She says it's fine to date married men and sleep with. She has an Onlyfans account. She has psychological diagnoses of conditions that prompt for sexual contact through emotion, impulsivity, and extreme and intense relationship emotions. And as she'll say soon, she's hooked up with hundreds of men, but never slept with any of them, and only slept with girls. Liar! Cap! She's lying! Oh, you know what? I'm offended. You know what? I'm insulted. I'm going to tap into the feminine energy that I don't possess. In this day and age of promiscuity, the days of Noah, the end of days, there's a staggering minority of beautiful, clean, wholesome women and girls who have navigated the lands of Sodom, Gomorrah, LA and Miami and kept their virginity intact. I mean, even in the face of life-threatening thirst, they refused to sip the Kool-Aid. Now, these women are the chosen. These are the saviors of the human race. It is through these women that mankind will be saved and redeemed. They are saints. They are to be exalted, raised on high. They should be smothered with cream. They're the creme de la creme. Smothered with cream. And you want to live a life of debauchery and pretend to be one of the chosen? You harlot, you strumpet, you shall not pass. You see what I mean? Where's the accountability? None. Where's the repercussions for the stupid choices that you've made in your life? And you want to come up here and say you're a virgin and share the sanctimony of righteous women? Well, I hope I've dispelled the myth that men don't have emotions. Let's carry on.
Stacking
You're a
up
fucking
now.
liar.
The lies
You're
are
a
really
fucking
stacking
liar.
up.
Wait, what about the guy with the Lamborghini? You never slept with
I
him?
never slept with him.
Only anal.
This chick's full of shit.
Yeah, they're really stacking up now. We're willing to let the curb stomp go, but this one we're not going to let go.
I don't need to lie.
You don't need to.
You do
Want
OnlyFans.
to lie. This is the time where I get to come on here and talk about my messed up life.
Wait, so
Paint a picture,
a
you
couple
mean.
questions here.
Okay.
So you have
Brian's on
you've
it.
been diagnosed
Brian's
by
on
a
it.
psychiatrist with bipolar. Is that correct?
Yeah.
With borderline personality disorder too. Someone DM'd me and said that people typically don't have both of those.
Exactly.
No, it doesn't.
Rumbled.
Like, and in fact, in order to be diagnosed with one, I think they have to preclude that you have the other diagnosis.
No.
But in any case, not the most important quarrel I have. But so you claim you have bipolar and BPD.
Yes.
And these have been borderline personality disorder.
Yeah.
And you used to be addicted to drugs?
I mean,
Or sorry, not just, excuse me. You used to do drugs, is that correct?
Yeah.
What drugs did you used to do?
I mean, I did a lot of coke.
Okay.
That's
Drinking?
no, not really.
But you smoke marijuana?
Yeah,
so-
I drink, but not like.
Any other?
You know a little bit about cocaine. As everybody does. You have that kind of stuff. You have that devil's dandruff. You have that demon drug. And all your inhibitions go out the window. Every single impulse and desire that you want, you're tempted to do. It takes a massive amount of self-control to restrain yourself from doing a lot of things. So you're telling me that you're with this Lamborghini guy, high-value man, if you want to say that. You have substance abuse problems. You're on cocaine. You slept with loads of people. You've hooked up with hundreds of men, but you've only slept with women. You've got these mental illnesses and these raging impulses and emotional flare-ups that you've never had sex with a man. You know something? If it looks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it's a duck.
Other drugs?
I've done shrooms.
Any psychedelics, hallucinogens?
The shrooms is a psychedelic.
Yeah.
But no,
When did you start drinking?
I drank when I was 15.
What and how soon did you start doing taking
I was
substances?
15 too.
Okay. When were you diagnosed with bipolar and BPD?
I think I was 12. The bipolar was recently because they were able to actually diagnose it. But
Going back to this Lambo story, when you said cheated on, he was sleeping with your best friend.
yeah, they were doing the deed. I guess.
Are you
'cause I was-
religious?
No, I'm not. But I guess because I wasn't doing it.
You're not religious?
No,
What, so you claim you're a virgin,
I am, but it's not for any reason. I just haven't wanted to do
despite you having been in relationships.
it. Yeah, I've slept with women. So I don't know, but it's not a.
I don't know if that, depending on what you did, I don't know if that necessarily makes you a virgin, but you've not slept with the men.
No.
At least you claim so. Well, I find this dubious because I think, look, I'm not a psychologist, psychiatrist. One component of bipolar and BPD, there is a sort of sexual impulsivity that's associated with these two diagnoses. You also claim to have been a drug user. It's not typically common that people engage in these sorts of vices like cocaine use, but also don't also engage in other sort of risky and dangerous behavior. Well, I mean, I don't. Sexual intercourse.
So mine wasn't sex, it was more so making out with people. And it's very weird. So I had just had this conversation the other day. I had to have made out with about 400 people. And it was a big problem. You think I'm lying?
You're a fucking liar.
You do OnlyFans.
Yeah,
She does.
Yeah. See, oftentimes you get these sort of tactics or strategies that come on the show, and they'll have a episode.
You know what? I think that she's just a little bit challenged intellectually. I think that she's came on there to promote their OnlyFans, but she lacks the intelligence to be able to seal the bag of lies that she's trying to sell to us. I'm going to be kind and assume that this is the case because the alternative is complete and utter fuckeries. Guys, if you like the content, please go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment underneath. For our final girl, we're going to turn to an college-educated girl, and we're going to see what kind of stuff is she learning in universities. You know, with this propaganda and style and tendency these days that girls are going into university and becoming more educated than men. Good for them, and rightly so. Brilliant, excellent. But what are they learning? Is it detrimental to the society? Are they actually learning the content of whatever subject that they're learning, or are they being brainwashed? Let's have a look. Let's see.
My name's Lily. I'm 22. I'm from Ohio, but I go to school in San Diego. And I'm a part-time office bitch, and I do some acting gigs.
Uh-oh.
Part-time office bitch? Was it?
Like, hot secretary girl.
Okay.
Hot secretary.
And you were on the...
Do you know what? Okay. Do you know what? I'm not going to laugh at that because, like, okay, office bitch. Yeah, she's owning it. And you know what? She's hot. She is. She's a nice-looking girl. Like I told you, never judge a book by its cover.
Charlie Kirk versus 25 liberal college students episode. You had about 30 seconds on there.
God.
And
Justified 30 seconds.
well, I mean, the format doesn't really lend itself.
Wait a second. I remember that. Yeah, that's right. They voted you off the island
They did.
very
I would
quickly.
have voted me off too. Yeah. I would have done that as well. So.
Okay, to give you a bit of context, what that was Charlie Kirk. I don't know if you know Charlie Kirk, but you'll be seeing him on my podcast soon. But basically, he's like a conservative, and he goes to college liberal campuses and sits there and has debates with them. And it seems like he just gets he's subject to ad hom attacks. He has arguments with people, and he's respectful and says his point, and he's very logical, and he'll talk sense. And these people, they malfunction. When they malfunction, they begin to insult him, use ad hom attacks, and throw things at him and things like that. But he's basically just being logical and asking the questions that need to be asked. Now, he went to a college campus, and there was about 15, 20, whatever number of college students sitting around him in a circle. So when the bell went, somehow they were selected, and they go and sit down, and they have X amount of time to be able to pose a question and have a little debate about the subject. They can be voted off if they're no good, if they're talking crap, if no one agrees what they're saying, if people look and go, God damn it, what the hell are you talking about? So a certain number of votes will go, and once it exceeds a certain amount, you're off. This girl was on the show and got voted off immediately, so that's given you kind of an inkling as to what her intellect is saying. But let's take it away and see.
Yeah.
Well, we'll maybe react to that a little later on in the show. But
That's awesome.
and you're in school, you said?
Yep.
What are you studying?
Visual arts.
Visual arts, got it.
Visual arts. A degree in visual arts.
So, and Andrew, I think, was pointing out, don't women say shit like this all the fucking time?
Yeah, that what
men
I
are
tried-
trash.
yes.
We don't need men. I'd rather...
Yes,
wait,
they
question. Would you rather be alone, or would you rather come across in the forest a man or a bear? Which do you pick?
A bear. And yes,
So
I get
you're a
that.
misandrist. You're a man hater.
I'm not a man hater.
Let
I
me
just
tell
think
you
I
why.
trust-
Because let me ask, you think there's your risk assessment here is that you're going to get essayed by men to the point where you would rather be in the forest with a wild bear than with a man. Is that correct? Is that fair?
Sure.
Okay. So what percentage of men do you think in this situation?
As you'll know, if you follow my TikTok, I've done a little publication about this man and the bear thing, and I'm of the opinion that people can do what they want. That's fine. That's all right. Do whatever you want. Choose whatever you choose. But if a woman would want to be in a forest with a angry, aggressive, wild bear than a man that can actually help her get out of the forest and share food, whatever, if she'd rather be there with a bear, then that's fine. Because all that means is that in society there's one less dickhead. So have at it. Do what you want.
Situation would choose to victimize you? What percentage of men?
What do you mean?
Okay, in this hypothetical, you choose bear over man, right? So your risk assessment would seem to indicate that you think a high percentage of men.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So what percentage of men would victimize you?
I'm not sure I can come up with the percentage because
Take a guess.
Well, let me just say first, my reason for coming to this conclusion of a bear is because when I first think of, I guess risk assessment, I would rather take my chances with
I can run the. I actually have an experiment for this.
Wait, but let me just.
No,
okay.
I want to hear this.
Hold on. No. Let's finish this really quick. Okay. What percentage of men do you think would victimize you in this scenario?
I know the answer.
Oh, there's like a statistical answer.
No, it's 50-50 always.
Oh my.
What do you?
Why don't we let her answer?
40%.
Okay, so knowing that the adult male the male population of the United States is something like I think 160 million. 40%. What would that be? That would be not quite 80 million men. Let's say
Sorry,
it's
let me
70.
change that.
So you think 70 million?
30%.
You think 70 million men in the United States would choose to
You know
No,
what?
because I changed it to 30%.
still?
You know what? It's absolutely ridiculous. You know, they just come out with these things like the stuff that they've been taught and forced into their heads, and then once they're put on the block, once they're told to defend why they think what they think, when they're asked to draw us a logical diagram as to how you came to the conclusions, you'll find what happens is they get emotional, they'll start attacking you, they'll run away. There's a whole.
I still find this incredibly objectionable. Incredibly objectionable, because there's currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 men. Sorry, my math's fucking terrible. In the studio. Okay, so 2 of the men in the studio are rapists. Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying they're rapists. I'm just saying I'd probably rather be in a forest with a bear than men that I don't know or trust, because I could end up getting. I mean, it's even like a conversation. Sometimes I just don't.
Have you ever had a one-night stand?
Yes,
How many
Idiot.
one-night stands have you had?
1.
And she doesn't.
Interesting how that works.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I mean, you were alone.
What he means by that is the fact that if this many men would essay or grape you, then why would you put yourself in a situation where you have a one-night stand? A one-night stand, by definition, is somebody who is a stranger who you meet up with and hook up with that night. Make it make sense.
With a man.
Yeah, I'm not saying
you
I'm.
just met.
I'm not saying I'm okay with that, or that I like. It was a great decision. I regret it.
Right, but
Right.
it was consensual,
Yeah.
right? Okay. It's just interesting. Women will like hook up with the dudes, meet up with them, no issues. You pass by hundreds, if not thousands of men all the time. None of them do anything to you. But you have this bias against men. That's interesting.
I don't have a bias.
It's
against
absolute. Hold on.
How else
How
would
is
you
it
define
not a
it?
bias where you think 30% of men, and you originally said 40, you think 30% of men are inclined to violence or sexual assault towards you?
Yeah.
Living underscore donated $200.
That's a bias.
Big old Brian, oh it'll work Andrew. Proceeds to be the worst moment in technology history. Someone spike his drink with Ozempic. Andrew
yeah,
just
thank you.
wins debates, BC he's hot.
Yeah. Okay, that's.
I dispense Ozempic if you need it.
She's worried now.
Oh, there's another one coming through. We have an.
Okay. Notice her expression and how she's receded from the table, because she's realizing that she's not able to validate her illogical claims, her ridiculous statistics. Like he's just pointed out, the amount of men in the room, according to her statistics, means that 2 of them would SA her. Now, she understands where this road is leading her, and she knows quite well that she's not able to validate what she's saying. So I wonder what tactics she's going to use to be able to get out of this hole that she's dug.
Another one coming through. The Living, thank you, man, for the TTS. Appreciate
thanks,
it.
Living.
We'll come back to it here in just a sec, but Noah has one coming in. Thank you, Noah. Appreciate it.
Noah donated $200. Women says that she hates men. You go girl. Slay queen. Man says he hates women, and everyone loses their minds.
Can I?
Seems like Schrodinger's
Sure, go ahead.
feminist to me.
We should to love
I-
each other
Hold on,
more.
Hold on.
I would
Let
like
her
to
speak.
separate the bear versus man argument with my dislike towards his comment, because I'm not coming from a place of like all men, like I hate all men, because that's not how I feel. I think a lot of men are great and awesome, but I also think that that's a totally different comment to make, to say
Wait,
Like,
you think all men are inclined to violence, murder, and SA?
No. Not all men. I
Okay,
just think
excuse me.
more men than more
40%
more
of men.
men than women. I would take my chances
it's
more.
enough. But
What?
it's
More men than a
enough.
bear.
Hold on. But even though the percentage chance of you being with a man who wouldn't do these things is greater, it's enough men that you would rather take a path that lands you in a forest not with a man.
Ridiculous.
Mike Davis said,
She knows.
I've tried to see the good side of women, but I'm done with these disgusting creatures, right? And he says, keep females away from me. Isn't this just sort of
Only the
essentially the
disgusting ones.
mirror of what you're saying by picking the bear?
No.
Yes.
It absolutely is.
Yes.
It absolutely is.
Yes.
Yes.
How is it not? If he says something like, I'm tired of these women, keep these disgusting creatures away from me. And a woman says, I'd rather be in a forest with a bear than a man. What you're basically saying is, keep the man away from me. I'd rather endanger myself, put myself at some serious probability of death rather than be with a guy. Because he's disgusting? Because you want him away from you? How is it not the same thing?
All right, then sure, he's valid in his comment. Great. I think what he said was awesome, and I do think.
Why aren't any of the
disgusting
ladies
creatures.
disavowing your statement?
Through that?
What do you mean?
You think 30% of men would be inclined to violence towards
I don't know
you?
the statistics. That's just how I feel.
That's
I feel
how,
like a lot
yes,
of-
that's how you.
God, what? You're meant to be a bloody college fucking... You're supposed to be smart. You don't need to know the statistics if you feel a certain way. We have opinions and there's facts and there's statistics. If you feel a certain way, then it doesn't matter about what the statistics say, you still feel it. If I get told that walking down this entry right now with the 6 gangs that are there either side with knives and guns, the statistics show that 80% of people have traversed this entry and not came to any harm. I don't feel safe going down that entry. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand where I'm going with this?
feel.
Okay.
It's
so
still an objectionable thing.
How many men are in prison because of SA?
A lot.
How many though?
A lot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The better question
What
is
percentage
why
of men
she's
are in
here.
jail?
Oh, it's a very low percentage.
my thing is, I think more men are worse than more women, but that does not make the
Whoa,
majority of men.
That's a
But
sexist
that does
statement.
not.
I don't want to quite lay off quite yet. You said something about white men.
Oh,
What was
yeah.
the statement there?
Well, this is the telltale sign that somebody's in the modern university, college institution when they go and have ideas and opinions like this.
You said you would.
She's scared of the white dudes more.
You said you
I
didn't want to get
think
a white guy
if
from black.
I were given 2 random men, one was black and one was white, and I'm not saying that.
Say it.
Okay, I don't think you can be racist towards a white person. I will say that.
Oh boy. Okay. But so you would prefer what?
A black man over a white man.
To be
Like in the same room with,
In the
to
same
trust,
room
to be in the forest. Oh, you're agreeing with me?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were going to
This-
disagree.
this-
I was gonna.
This Sasha doesn't know what the hell she's talking about. I mean, check this out.
About how black guys is stupid.
Oh my god.
I mean, let's talk about the definition of racism. Racism is being prejudiced against somebody because of their race, because of where they're from, because of their ethnicity. This is the definition of racism. A prejudice towards that person because of their ethnicity. Is African or black an ethnic group? Yes. Is Hispanic an ethnic group? Yes. Is Caucasian an ethnic group? Yes. They're all races. So how is it not possible to be racist against white people? If I turn around now and say, no, I don't like to go to that club because there's white people in there and I hate them, is that racist? Of course it is. Let's spin it around the other way. If somebody says, no, I don't want to go to that club because there's black people in there and I hate them, that's racist. If I want to hire somebody and say, no, I like the way the CV looks, but I'm not hiring this person because he's white, that's racist. If somebody says, I like the CV, and yeah, oh, no, sorry, I can't hire that person, he's black, that's racist. Give your head a wobble.
I agree, of course.
Okay. Wait. So hold on.
Because they harmless.
Here, let's explore the.
Like this.
So according to the crazy Russian, white people are undesirable, prejudiced against, and they're harmless, and black people are stupid. It doesn't get much better than this, does it? Really?
It's a hard.
Hold on,
Well,
hold
I don't
on,
think anyone's
hold on.
harmless.
Why it's more dangerous? Yeah, of course. All the
Wait,
sides
can I ask you a question?
also
A couple things. Okay, so if we were to,
Scared.
if someone was to say, I would feel more comfortable in a room with a white person over a black person, would that be a racist statement?
Unfortunately.
You can't use the argument though about because there's a whole history behind that.
Yeah. So
Wait,
what?
what do you mean?
I mean, so what?
Well, let's assume.
The white man has always been the oppressor, regardless.
Sure.
Okay, let's talk about this for a second. You know, the day and age that we're living in now, 2024, it's white people who do hold the majority of power, let's say political power, let's say the most powerful nations in the country are generally headed by the generally white countries. But that's of recent history. Let's rewind time. Everybody has had their chance to oppress somebody else, and everybody else has done it. The Roman Empire, how long did they last, and how many did they oppress? They cut a swath all the way through to Eastern Europe and created bloody Romania. You have the Mongol Empire, Genghis Khan. How many people did he oppress? How many countries did he oppress? Attila the Hun. Everyone, the Egyptians, everyone over the course of history has had their time. And every single one of those nations has had slaves. I mean, believe it or not, Slavics, Eastern Europeans, Slavics, the name Slavic comes from slave because they used to be slaves. North Africans and other nations would go into Eastern Europe, find random people, grab them, bring them back, and they were Slavics and they were called slaves. That's why they're called Slavics. But this hatred that you've got towards white people, what the hell? White people did not start slavery. White people ended it.
Sure. Well, I'm just gonna grant it. Like, I'm literally just gonna grant it. In fact, we'll just pretend that that black men and women were freed only yesterday, 24 hours ago. Okay, they've only 24 hours they've had their freedom. Okay. How would this statement in any way make sense to say, I would feel more comfortable in a room with a black man versus a white man, or a white man versus a black man? How is that not a preconceived notion still based around race?
Can you condense that question again?
How is it not a preconceived notion still based around race to say I would feel more comfortable around this racial group than this one? How's that not
I think it's a racial notion, but I just think because my belief that you can't be racist against a white person.
Yeah, I know that that's your belief. But what is it founded on? I just granted that it was just yesterday. It's only happened yesterday.
I mean, that makes it even more valid.
Sure. But what's the validity, though, of saying I have a preconceived notion about a racial group, and so therefore, based on the preconceived hang on, let me finish the question first. Based on the preconceived notion of this racial group, I select this one because I think that I'll be safer around them. But if you flip it and say, okay, but I agree with that. Just for me, it's whites. In what world would that not be racial on both ends or racist on both ends?
Maybe it is a little.
Prejudice, is that?
Maybe, but I don't think.
Hold on. Let me. We'll pursue this, but really quick.
Power dynamics have a lot to do with it.
Hold on, really quick. Okay, let's remove the term racism from this, and let's talk about what you find objectionable. So, do you think if somebody would rather be in a room alone with a black person over a white person, is this an objectionable position to hold? It's your position, by the way. Is it objectionable?
Is what objection?
What does mean
okay, I'm sorry. It's a lot to. I mean, it's like you're talking pretty fast. I'm just
You're not that smart like you guys.
Okay, so do you find it objectionable?
You don't have to be smart. You just have to be able to back up what you're saying. If you believe in something, why do you believe in that thing? Are you able to articulate the reasons why you believe this thing? It's simple. You don't have to be smart. You just have to explain and tell us why you believe this thing.
For somebody, and this is your position, for somebody to say, I would rather be in a room alone with a black person over a white person. Objectionable?
Yes. Wait, objectionable. I'm sorry.
So you object to your own position.
What does mean objectionable?
No. Hold on.
I've been on the spotlight.
Don't
Okay, here we
weasel
go.
your way out of this one. Okay.
Do you
Here
think
we
it's
go.
problematic? That
Starting to run.
What position?
Just what your position
I'm
where
sorry.
you
I'm
where you
really
said
focused and it's
it's
hard for me to stay on
Yeah,
top.
I-
Okay,
I
she's
feel like
gonna
I've been on the
cry.
spotlight for a bit
She
now.
can't articulate. She can't validate. She can't tell people why she believes what she believes. Do you know why? Because she doesn't believe this. She's going along with the trend. She's been indoctrinated. She's been brainwashed, and she's been told propaganda and what to say by the establishment, by the institution. So when she's now on her own and she has to be able to explain why she believes, she can't. She can't. So she's going to cry and she's going to run away.
And I just
Well,
figured we could move on for a second.
we're exploring your worldview. So, okay, I'll repeat the question. I'll try to make it as simple as possible. Okay, so you said you would feel more comfortable with a black man over a white man.
I did say that.
You said that. Okay. And you don't think that statement is objectionable, correct?
No, I think it is a little bit.
Okay. But then do you think it's more objectionable to say, I would rather be with a white person over a black person? Is that a more objectionable position?
If I ask you to repeat the question, you're just gonna roll your eyes, and I'm telling you, I've told you 4 times already. I need to we can go back to me, but I just need like a break because I can't keep focusing. I feel like my
The
focus
voice
has
is
been
going.
sustained,
She's going to cry.
and I need to take a break. So please respect that.
Do you want a Red Bull or something? Or an energy drink?
Yeah, okay. Goodbye. But you know what? I was listening to this girl and I thought, okay, you're smart and everything else. Let me hear what you have to say. Then I saw this TikTok that they put on, and then after I saw the TikTok, I thought to myself, yeah, okay, forget what she says. So just discount everything that she says. Just forget about it. Okay, I'll play this for you and I'll just get out the way here. Okay, so you can have a quick little look.
Okay, you can't play without the music.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh my god.
What are
so
you doing?
weird.
Are you
Oh
okay?
my god! What are you doing? Stop!
All right. It's not. It's not related. To,
You know what, right? Do you know, like X Factor and stuff like that, when somebody comes on, you got these people, you come on, and I don't know who it was, but somebody told them, many people must have told them that you can sing, you should go on X Factor. My God, you're amazing, you're going to win. And these people go on X Factor, and you stand there and you sing a Michael Jackson song, Heal the World, and they get up there and heal the world, make it a better place, you for me. You're just cringing. I sit there on the couch and I'm like, oh my God, and my teeth hurt. And it's like it's me that's on the TV and everyone's laughing at me. That's the feeling that I just got from this girl doing that weird ass dance. Let me play it again. Let me play it again because I can't get over this. What are you doing?
Okay, you can't play without the music.
what?
What? Oh my god.
Look how
So
intense her
weird.
face
Are
is.
you
How
okay?
cringe.
Oh my God, what are you doing?
That's.
Oh.
I love it.
No, it's not.
So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, thank you very much for tuning in today. Thanks for watching this reaction with the Whatever podcast. We'll be doing this again next week, probably, same time. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. If there's anything about my commentary that you didn't like, if you think I've got any views wrong, if you think I'm out of order, if you agree with what I'm saying, write it down in the comments and I'll be very happy to engage with you. So, I will see you soon. Thanks again for tuning in.